There's a quote, a question actually, that comes up all the time that goes something like, can you remember who you were before the world told you who you should be? Every single time I see that powerful question, I think of my dad, Earl H. Roberts. He is the foundation of who I was. The very foundation of my true self. When I think back to building who I am, I remember that boundless, fearless sense of adventure that my dad modeled for me and instilled in me. I remember our endless explorations of the Arizona desert, climbing mountaintops, learning the life-surviving gifts offered by the cactus. Or how to use the birds and the sun to find an elusive water hole. I listened to his tales of our Native American ancestors, their rituals and their precious survival skills. It was my dad who gave me my sense of wonder at the surreal and the magical in the world. He sat me and my sisters on the edge of the Grand Canyon and let us dangle our tiny feet into vast openness. He woke us up to see the early morning sun glistening on 40 acres of the new spider webs on the freshly cut alfalfa field. It was like seeing thousands of sparkling diamonds and twinkling stars. Those spiders had labored all night for that vision to happen for us, he explained. I always remember my father was wont to say that a farmer's biggest crop was clean air to breathe. In our backyard we camped under the stars so he might point out the fabled constellations, and I dreamed of the limitless possibilities that were available to me, somewhere in my future. He taught me the sacredness of wildlife, and their usefulness as nourishment. My father taught me the passion to care for the wounded as we walked a lost burrow through endless miles of desert to safety. It was my father who put me behind the wheel of that old white Ford 150 while I still had to stretch to the tips of my toes to reach the pedals. He entrusted me with great responsibility, behind that wheel and the gears of massive farm machinery. He unveiled my own power to me and he didn't cut me any slack. Or allow me to give in. It was my father who taught me to grab life's golden moments as they happened when he woke me and my sisters up in the middle of the night, bundled me up in a blanket and held me in his arms as he excitedly pointed to a comet zooming through the sky. It won't be back for 72 years, he said. He was the one who took us to pick wildflowers, how to peek reverently into a wild beehive, and climb into dark caves to see the ancient writings of our ancestors. He was the one who shut off the tractor in the heat of the day, gathered us up and threw us from a low-lying bridge into the middle of the cool river waters. He was the one who turned irrigation pipes into water slides, a cement mixing tub into a boat, metal pipes into monkey bars and tarps into treetop hammocks. My father was the one who woke us up before daybreak to work on the ranch and in the dairy. He allowed no excuses, the work had to be done. Out there barefooted on the fresh cow manure, he gave me the work ethic that has served me so well in my life. My father was the one who taught me about Jesus and the healing powers of baptismal waters. He taught me the reverence of pressing our best clothes and shining ourselves up to enter the Lord's sanctuary on Sunday. He was the one who taught me that Sunday was a day of worship and rest. My father was the one who sat in front of his typewriter after his long hours in a field, furiously punching the keys at 60 words per minute as the story in his mind poured out onto onion-thin page after page. He taught me a passion for the written word and the endless bounds of my imagination. He taught me that to achieve a dream, you usually had to sacrifice and you might have to work your fingers to the bone to get there. In our family discussions, my father taught me how to take big chances, and how to start over when they fell through. How to truly live in the moment and to fight for what we believe in. He taught me the power of forgiveness and that the bond of love, like the love between a father and a daughter, can never be broken. No matter how deep the pain, or bad the disappointments, the mistakes, that bond of love is there for life. My father showed me, and formed, the soul of who I am, before the world told me who I should be. And I am forever grateful to him for that. Happy Father's Day, Dad. Thank you for reminding me of who I am.